Hi,
Hi,
I'm Nick.
I'm Jill, and we're HipStrings.
Welcome to, I guess I need to move back over now that Gab's not here. Welcome to day 10 for the 2025 Base 12 Spinalong.
Our last
Also known
day,
as day 10, also known as day 12,
depending on your mathematical system.
depending on how you talk about it in your mathematical system. But I actually don't have to roll the die today.
Yeah, you
because
have no choice.
I have no choice. But go on, tell
Okay.
everybody what they're going to be spinning if they're going in order.
This is today's. This is Deep Space hand-carded bat. It is 50% merino wool, 10% Corriedale, 10% Shetland, 10% Tussa silk, 10% mulberry silk, 10% viscose from bamboo. I went heavy on those 10s.
You did. You've done that before, though. I mean, that's what you do with your bats.
Yeah.
And I am spinning day A, which is the dumpster fire signature blend.
What a way to end the spin-along.
Right? 50% merino, 25% Shetland, 12.5% Tussa silk, and 12.5% sari silk.
And Nick fixed my power adapter, so hopefully the sparrow will behave.
Wait, no, I shouldn't have fixed it. Oh my gosh, you just went ahead and
You doomed yourself, Nick.
I'm all flustered.
Would you like me to
No, it's okay.
wait
You're
for
probably
you?
gonna
I need
beat
to
me
adjust my
anyway.
tension. My tension is off. Oh, I have a diz under one of the feet. No wonder it was a little.
Yeah, I was. You were a little bit wobbly, yeah. So Crankycraft says hello. Diane says hello. Love today's fiber. It's absolutely amazing. Red says good to see you all this evening. Hi, Red. And Amy says I remember spotting this fiber from across the room when we were all kit making. I'm excited to spin it. If you guys couldn't tell, by the way, or if you didn't know, Amy is one of the
Studio
HipStringers.
assistants. Yeah.
One of the studio assistants who you can all definitely thank Amy for helping to make sure that Base 12 went out.
Yep. Would not have happened without her.
So, I got Jill to watch the Sheep Detectives trailer last night.
Yep.
What'd you think?
It's adorable.
Yeah, right?
Though I spent like the entire time trying to figure out which breed all the different sheep were. Because it's quite a motley crew. Like there's definitely a merino and
I don't
like
know how they have all
and...
those sheep together. That's the one thing where I have a little bit of difficulty with the suspension of disbelief, right? Because it's like, could you really raise all those different sheep together?
I knew somebody who was in Australia and they had like a spinner's flock, and they had like somewhere between like 6 to 9 sheep, and they were almost all different breeds. Now it was a mix of ewes and wethers. But she had several different breeds in her spinner's flock.
I have a feeling that is going to be a watch in theaters, also buy it and watch it many times movie. Oh, and actually I should call out Red's assistance as well, because Red got to help.
Red helped at the very beginning of Base 12.
So thank you to Red as well.
Dividing up hand-dyed. Though Red is not a typical studio assistant.
No, that would be a bit of a long commute.
Yeah.
Since Red typically lives in Colorado.
Yeah.
And Crankycraft says up the Amy, which I think is supposed to be something positive, but it sounds very aggressive. In other trailer news, if you were all Avengers fans, Marvel finally released the official teaser trailer for Doomsday. I won't spoil anything in case people want to be surprised, but It was something that got spoiled by leaks like earlier this week. So keep an eye out for that if you're interested. Crankycraft, by the way, clarifies it is. We say it a lot to cheer someone in another community I'm in. And Red said, but I had so much fun. Happy to swing by and do it again. And Natalie says, happy day 10. Absolutely.
I don't like how this is spinning, so I'm drafting. So I'm trying to flip it. See if it's just directional.
Oh.
And it is.
So why don't you talk about exactly what you observed?
So sometimes if you're having trouble drafting, it's because the fibers just aren't flowing. Like fleece, people talk about like fleece has a directionality, and it's easier to spin one way versus another because you're either smoothing down the scales or you're roughing them up when you're drafting. And like carding is directional. Like there's the teeth go in a particular direction, and so the fiber lays down in a certain way.
So you were specifically having trouble drafting?
I was specifically having trouble drafting. It felt a little Velcro-y.
Okay.
And so often when I'm spinning something that feels a little Velcro-y and it's maybe throwing slubs, and I know the problem isn't me, then sometimes you can fix it by just flipping what end of the fiber you're spinning from.
There you go. And I don't know if you guys saw me, but I also, as Jill was mentioning that she was having difficulty, I verified that I was actually spinning in the right direction from mine by petting it.
Ah.
So if you pet your fiber and it goes down smooth, then it's like you're I think we described this last year like petting a cat.
Yes.
And you're spinning from the head of the cat.
Yes, if the cat likes it, then you're good. If you're going from head to tail.
Yeah.
Most cats do not like it if you spin from tail to head.
Well, cats wouldn't like it if you spin them no matter what.
Yeah.
But I think we know what you mean. Amy says, I binge watched all of the Avengers movies in prep for seeing Endgame with a friend who had recently lost her husband. Yay, new movie. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I mean, we talked yesterday about how Gab watched everything.
Yeah.
We're a bit of a MCU, extended MCU crazy family.
There's very little that we haven't watched. There's some of the
we haven't watched
Disney
Inhumans.
Plus. We watched a couple episodes of that.
And that was
we
terrible.
tried.
That was so bad. But we have watched all of the original.
I have elephants upstairs.
There are elephants upstairs. Daredevil.
Yeah.
The original Daredevil on Netflix and all of the Netflix movies,
all the
TV
Defenders.
series, all the Defenders series. And what was the one that was on ABC? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
And Agent Carter.
Yeah, so we went deep, but I never really liked the comics very much. I was always a DC Comics person and a Marvel TV person.
I've never really gotten into superhero comics, so.
Yeah. I haven't read superhero comics in forever. But. Let's see. Red says, directionality is definitely a thing. Yes, for fleece. And I will plan the spin and ply directions depending on my desired result. Amy says, one of the perks of winter chapped hands, very easy to tell which way is the smooth direction to your fiber.
You have your own scales.
And Natalie notes, LOL, good point, Amy. Absolutely.
Why the winter time is not necessarily a good time to spin silk.
Okay.
or cotton.
You're going to have to elaborate.
Your hands are just, your skin's rougher. So the silk will grab on your skin.
Is it okay? I thought you were going.
And then also the low humidity means that you'll have a lot of flyaways with the silk, and it'll be hard to smooth down.
That's what thought you were going to be mainly talking about. But you're right. Yeah. So if you've got perfectly moisturized hands, then even still, those fibers like a little bit of moisture in the air, right?
So does cotton. Cotton spins best at like a 55% relative humidity. I think it was last winter I was spinning samples for ply, and I was having the hardest time. And I'm like, I'm not really this bad at spinning cotton. Like, I know how to do this. And then I was doing more research for the article and got reminded, oh yeah, it's really hard to spin cotton when it's dry, and then I figured out it's because cotton is basically like the paper that goes around a straw. You know, like it gets all crumpled up like that. And so when it has all this surface texture and stuff when it's really dry. When you get moisture into it, then it plumps up and it smoothens out. That's why you steam cotton, with an iron to make it look all nice and smooth. And so yeah, cotton will definitely give you a hard time spinning during the winter. So don't spin cotton during the winter. Only spin it during the summer.
Or at least, have a humidifier nearby.
Yes.
Right.
But sometimes the problem isn't you. Sometimes the problem is your fiber or the relative humidity.
Sometimes the problem is the environment. And
sometimes
this is something that I have to tell people all the time in my day job. Right? We'll do an experiment on something, some new chemistry, some new manufacturing method, some new, test, right? And everybody will say, yeah, but we were able to make this no problem 3 months ago. And I would always say, okay, what was 3 months ago? December, so dead of winter, low humidity,
lower temperature. Now? Manufacturing doesn't always happen in controlled environment.
Controlled environments, right. Sorry, I shouldn't have given the example of December. What's 3 months
September.
Before April?
February.
Yeah,
or January.
So yeah, if you're suddenly in April shower season, right, and this isn't working, but it worked 3 months ago, well, you might be difference in humidity, guys. Usually with the stuff that I'm working with, too much humidity is bad. So the opposite of what we're talking about here. Red notes, one of my holiday prezzies to myself was the Supernatural box set, which I've never seen. Hollis says, I'm here, but no feel my best. Thank you for being a wonderful part of my holiday season. Aw.
I hope you feel better soon. It's a crummy time of year to not feel good.
Yeah, but we're glad we can be here for you and be here with you. Red says, is the low humidity why I struggle with cotton? Very well could be. Sounds like I should spritz my cotton. I'm sure that's the entire reason I struggle with it.
So you don't necessarily want to spritz it because cotton, when it's damp, compacts really easily, and
then it's really hard to draft.
So it would be better to run a humidifier.
But don't have it, spraying directly on the on the cotton. Okay. Yeah, it's not like flax where you do want a spritz bottle nearby necessarily if you have too much flax. Not like your flax blends.
Right.
Oh man.
You just need a spinning wheel in your bathroom so that you can spin cotton after a shower.
There you go. I condone. I'm not sure if I do, actually.
There are no spinning wheels in any of our bathrooms.
You say that like it was an option, although I guess you did just present it as an option, so.
There's a spindle in the kitchen. There's a spinning wheel in our bedroom.
Yeah.
Most of our public spaces have spinning wheels.
I'm trying to think. Aside from the bathrooms.
And the kids' bedrooms.
Any room that doesn't have fiber equipment?
The kids' bedrooms and the bathroom.
Yeah. Well, Gab's bedroom might have it.
There might be a spindle in there.
There's definitely a spindle in Gab's bedroom.
I don't know if there's anything spinning in the dining room.
That's true. I don't think there's in the dining room either. All right, I gotta take a sip of my radioactive cola here.
Yeah.
So Amy puts the description, being wet makes cotton stronger. If I have ends that are fraying while I'm weaving, I'll add water so they stay together while splicing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
it makes cotton very sticky.
Cranky Crafts asked, what has been the favorite day of fiber this Base12 season? Oh, that's a hard one for me.
That's a tough one.
I mean, those days that I beat Jill are pretty high up there.
Doesn't matter what the fiber is, as long as you beat me.
I don't remember what the fiber was. But no, I really like. Let me see. Let me look down the list. I really liked.
You started with Deep Space, didn't you?
I did. Deep Space was one of the early ones. I think I liked Clementine a lot. Weirdly
yeah.
enough. I'm liking Dumpster Fire.
This is the last one, Chris.
Christopher is over here asking, is this the last one? Yes, it is. Last one for this year.
This is like Gab was like, are you guys still going to be doing this on New Year's Eve? I'm like, no. We're done with Base12 in 2 days.
Gab's just thinking, okay, this is the rest of our life now.
Yeah.
Every night. No. That would be fun. But. So let's see. Some people have different votes in for their favorite day. Amy says, for me, it was the lighter gray. Oh, yeah. The
Chrome.
Chrome was really popular. Gunmetal was also really popular, right?
I think Gunmetal was my favorite.
James Knitter says, Jill! Exclamation point. Yes. All of these blues the past few days are stunning! Thank you for creating such a great fiber/spinning opportunities. I got behind in spinning to finish up grandkids' gifts. Diane says that her favorite is today's. Roseanne also agrees. James Knitter says all 4 in elementary school and influenza positive today. Christmas Eve canceled. Oh no.
Oh gosh. We're very thankful that our kids have not been bringing home things.
Knock on wood. It is especially risky for me. But after the first couple of times, I think the kids learned to wash their hands and mask up a little bit better.
You can actually get a little voting thing in the community tab.
Yeah.
If you open the community tab up.
Oh gosh.
I don't know if you guys can hear us, but
Chris knows a lot more about live streaming on YouTube than we do.
Chris is trying to teach us how to.
This is not on the live stream. This is just separate on a separate part.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, the ability to set up voting. I know how to do the voting on Discord.
Yeah.
So maybe we should put that up as something on our Discord channel.
If you want to open it up on YouTube, you would have to make a community tab first.
Okay. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that for next time.
Thanks for letting me know, Chris.
Have a good night, Chris.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, so I think after this we're going to have to remember to set up a vote on the Discord channel for what everybody's favorite spin was. Let's see. Natalie says, I would have said the Targi blend in alternate or yesterday. But this
alternate
color.
was fun.
And Crankycraft says, gunmetal looks amazing. I have a whole 4 ounces of dumpster fire and I can't wait to spin it all up. Yeah, I'm liking.
I was actually thinking I might put up a product listing for the bats.
Yeah.
Even though I don't have photos for them yet. Because anybody who's participated in Base 12 knows what the bat
look like. Yeah. Could do that, but then you're gonna have orders hanging over your head.
Yeah. So, well, we will save that until I reopen the shop.
There you go.
So I think my
That is
plan
wise.
is the shop is going to be closed from December 29th to January 5th.
Oh, that late. Okay.
And it might be extended a couple more days past the 5th, depending on how inventory goes.
Yeah,
But
I think
I have a real
earlier.
Gab is. I've still got things I need to finish up before the end of the year. So there's no reason not to keep it open for a couple extra days after Christmas, because I plan on being in the studio.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna try and help you out on Friday to set up that 3D printer.
So.
So, we should talk about our knits.
Yes.
You
I'm
want
going
me
to talk
mine
about
first?
yours.
Mine is a Think Geek special. No, I didn't knit it myself. But this was the first quote-unquote ugly sweater I got, but I think it's awesome. So, I've been wearing this, I think, on the last day of Base 12, like every year for quite a while. I love it. It is remarkably well constructed for a mass-manufactured sweater. And it is from the now defunct Think Geek.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, the person who was in charge of apparel for Think Geek is who then went out to found Svaha, which is the company that makes all the nerdy print dresses.
Yeah,
that I have a couple of.
It is not socially acceptable for me to wear dresses.
Yeah, they started having like men's lounge pants and stuff, but
yeah.
I don't know if they've contracted their offerings.
Let me know when they start making their sweaters again.
Yeah.
Or like good shirts or something. There's so many nerdy shirt sites out there.
Yeah.
That I'm like, this is great. I love this print.
Oh yeah.
And then it's like 100% polyester.
Yeah.
It's a little disappointing.
And then.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you want to capture?
You talk about your knit.
I am wearing a Caesura V by Asa Tricosa. It uses her ziggurat method, and this is another pattern that I absolutely love. This is a cotton silk blend. It's actually a summer top, but it works as a vest as well. And I've knit, oh gosh, at least 4 of these.
What is the ziggurat method?
It's this like contiguous method for doing like neckline and like the shoulders, and it has just the shoulders sit better on me than any other like pattern. But it's a very interesting construction method. It is a seamless construction method. But it's, I don't know, it's hard to describe. But I really like it, and I've actually seen it used by other designers as well.
Okay, catching up. JM Knitter says, I'm going to spin gunmetal. as main color and alternate ultraviolet as colorwork ones. Will they be available once back open in January?
That'll be the goal.
That's the intent.
That'll be intent. I don't know if necessarily I'll have photos, but I will have listings.
And Red says, I am now off through January 5th, so my plan for tomorrow is to sleep late and then see if my hands will handle a bit of spinning. That sounds like an excellent plan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done with the first half. You didn't split your fiber, did you?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
I did.
That's your second half?
Yeah.
Son of a monkey. Jesus.
I'll slow down and change my hooks.
No, you do you.
My bobbin's so
impressed.
pretty.
Your bobbin is so wonky.
Can you tell that like the last quarter was like my happy place when it comes to colors?
Well, that's because you love blues.
And greens and purples. I'm always excited to do blues because, especially for something like this, because I don't know what it is, but like if I kind of gave up on making blue signature blends because they just didn't sell. And I don't understand. I think it's the whole like people who love a certain color like always buy it, and then you feel like, oh well, I've already got that in my stash, so I'm not gonna get more.
Well, there's also the element with the signature blends that there's not as much of a FOMO with them.
Yeah.
Right?
But I don't even dye a lot of blue colorways.
No?
Okay.
I'm going to take another drink because I know I'm not going to.
You've accepted your fate?
I've accepted my fate. I'm just going to take it easy.
I haven't even started. I brought down ice and a soda and I haven't even poured anything.
Well, you could take some extra time.
I could.
I don't think I'm catching up. You're good. Unless you take a long time to get your drink.
We could make this interesting.
It's not interesting already? Amy says, it could be like animal prints for fabric. Cat people will get anything with cats on it. Dog people will get their favorite breed of dog. So blue people want their favorite shade of blue?
I don't know. Purple people.
Purple people are
they don't care what shade of purple it is.
I don't think there's blue people or red people. There are definitely
There are just purple people. And purple people will buy the purple no matter what shade of purple it is. Whether or not it's a warm
one of
purple,
the most extreme purple
a
people
cool
I know.
purple. Gab will take a purple in any, there is no bad purple.
Although the first time we encountered a purple person, do you remember?
Yes.
We had a yard sale, and this lady comes up, and she says, "What do you have that's purple?"
She was wearing a purple muumuu.
And she bought literally anything purple we had. There was an unopened purple dress. There was a purple telephone. Those are the only two things I remember.
Yeah.
But that was our first introduction to purple. So yeah, I know people in general will have a color they prefer and they like to mix it up sometimes, but no, purple people, something about that just...
Pink people will also buy about any shade of pink.
But I get the feeling with pink people, in my experience, it's not that they will buy anything that's pink, it's that anything they buy has to be pink.
Yes.
Which is different.
Yes.
Right?
They can say no to something that's pink.
They can say no to something that's pink, but if they have to have something,
it's going to be pink.
It has to be pink. Purple people can't say no to purple. you could give them poison, and as long as it was
This
purple,
sounds like it should be somebody's dissertation.
right? And I apologize if I'm insulting any purple people. There's nothing
We
wrong
love you.
about that. We love you.
Gab is a
Gab is a
purple person.
We just want you to feel seen.
I also know people who hate purple. So.
Really?
Yes, vehemently.
Granny
Can't
Nurse
look at it for long.
says, I'm spinning a sweater quantity, 20 ounces, of your kobold that I bought at
Ooh,
SSK.
I love cobalt.
About 6 ounces left. I love it. Diane says,
Cobalt's
I
like
was
my
just gonna
favorite
say
shade
that.
of cobalt of blue. I really like a good indigo, royal blue, sapphire blue.
Yeah. Sorry, Diane says, I was just going to say that. I'm a pink person, but I buy other colors too. Bags by Carol says, I'm a purple person and dreaming of how to use these 2 days with gunmetal. Drooling already. Yeah. I think I'm a... I don't know. Blue is definitely my favorite color. But I do mix it. What?
I'm all done.
You're all done? You haven't poured
Bobbing
your
all
drink.
done.
I thought you were going to make this interesting.
No, I decided not to. I was having too much fun spinning the fiber. But I am going to, like, take my bobbin off.
Yeah.
And
show it off.
Show it off. I just got to remember all the things I have to, like, remove.
Take the left hand in, you take the left hand out.
So there's one end. My very not neat bobbins.
They're neat, they're just not even.
They're interesting. And that goes with. So, warm.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
It's like you designed that on purpose.
Yeah.
Fancy
Fancy that.
Fancy that.
See, that would be a very interesting barber pole if you did it in order.
Well, so, yeah, that wouldn't be bad though.
It'd be interesting. I mean, I laid out the colors for my preferences, so I have a vision. I have feelings, but I have a vision.
Natalie says, as a child, I would always take the cerulean crayon from PAX at school.
Cerulean is my favorite color.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Which tone of blue is cerulean?
It's a blue-green.
Okay. So closer to dumpster fire?
More intense. So a little bit closer to alternate, but I don't know. You see that bag like handle on the one that says knit, like the loop?
Yeah.
That's cerulean.
Okay. And now I feel like I should grab that so that people can see what color you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
The color of our kitchen walls.
Yeah. You are nothing if not consistent.
We were painting when we renovated our kitchen. We were painting a little like alcove and some of the trim. And the amusing thing is when we're all done, I'm wearing a t-shirt and it is the exact color of the walls.
Yeah. We were like, where did Jill go? Not really, but I was gonna ask something about that, but
You can see I was playing with fluff today. I was making bats.
Oh.
I'm wearing black.
I was gonna mention one of our favorite games in this house is called Hues and Cues.
Yes.
And I don't know if you haven't heard of the game. It's one of these party games where you are given you pick a color on a board based on a card. So you pick a card and
You basically have a big color gamp.
Yeah.
Laid out on a board.
And the person whose main turn it is has to give the description of the color with a single word.
But it's a color you pick on a card. You get a card that has 4 different colors on it, and you have to pick one of those as the one that you're going to try to get everybody to guess.
So you start off with a single word and then a 2-word. And as you can imagine, it is very interesting to play that game in this family with so many color savants. But like, for example, what's a good color clue that we've given? Like bubblegum would be one.
Yeah.
And then then the other
There's
people
been, like,
that are
we
playing
call
have
out,
to,
you know, Pokemon.
Yep, yeah. I forgot to mention how you get points. So the other people that are around the table have to guess which color you're talking about by putting their markers on the board, and you get points if people are close, and they get points if they're close as well. So it is a very fun game.
Gab likes to play it with a bunch of their friends, including a friend that's colorblind, who somehow manages to always win.
Yeah, the colorblind person always winning is fascinating.
I mean, the handful of people I've known who have been colorblind, and I have a really great friend who's colorblind, who's a textile artist and a weaver. And what's fascinating is that her sensitivity to shades is really beyond. And so she can tell the difference between warm colors and cool colors based on shade.
Okay.
So kind of have a guess of, you know, oh, this is blue. And she describes it as, you know, basically you train yourself that this is what everybody else says this color is, so that you match up your experience with everybody else's.
But that doesn't always work.
Yes.
And I'll tell the story about that once.
Well, this was somebody who's done this a lot. Because...
Well, yes. But okay, there's a time-sensitive comment here, which was, do you all have gift cards on your website? Red is asking. Brother is on the phone asking what I want for Christmas.
Yes, there are digital gift cards on the website.
Okay. So we had a friend in college who we had no clue he was colorblind, especially because we would there was a Tetris-like game that depended on
color for
colors,
matching, but it also did
matching.
shape.
We didn't realize.
We
that
didn't
it had
realize because
shapes.
we were just using color.
So he loved playing that game with us. There's one day we were all going to go to the pool. He was going to borrow a swimsuit from me. I held up a brown one and a red one. And I said, which one do you want? And he said, I'll take the green one.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely because the brown one was the right hue, the right shade.
Yeah.
For what he expected to be green.
Yeah. It was unusual brown.
Yeah. Crankycraft says, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on personality traits based on favorite colors. I think pink and purple are the only ones that I have thoughts on.
I don't think I have met enough people of different things that I don't like to stereotype.
Well, that's not fun.
They're just people who like they feel very passionate about a certain color.
Yeah.
Though I do have to say I really enjoy people who like yellow. And that is because our youngest, for the first 8 years of his life, yellow was his favorite color.
Not anymore though, right?
Not anymore. His favorite color is now cyan or cerulean. Not blue.
He will make sure you know it's
He won't. It is not blue. It is, and the other boy child is cyan. He used to be red, which very much matched his temperament when red was his favorite color.
See, and you just said that you don't like stereotyping about anything.
I think it's different between like children and adults.
Okay.
Children have such a pure form of expression.
Let's see. Cranky Craft is saying red. There are gift cards on the website. It's easiest to find them just by searching for gift cards on the search bar. And Amy says, I had a dear weaving friend who was dead colorblind. He'd sit there and say, I've been told this is red. Red says, I'm a green person. Now I'm getting all confused. For obvious reasons, but not emerald or other bright ones. I love a good pond scum green. I love the name pond scum green.
I love a good murky green. Pond scum like green is my favorite green.
Yeah.
And like chartreuse green. I really love chartreuse.
Yeah.
As a color.
And as a drink.
And as a drink.
Yeah.
Like I have, like within every color, I have a favorite like shade.
What's your favorite shade of red?
Oh, more in the realm of not quite burgundy, but kind of wine.
Okay.
Like
a maroon?
No, not a maroon. Maroon's too purple. It's more of a red with black instead of purple. But like the color of a good Merlot. Like.
And as you guys can tell, this is why I do not make any color choices around the house whatsoever.
Mustard is my favorite yellow.
Yeah, I could see that. And heck, it's in the dumpster fire.
Yeah. For orange, I like a really bright citrus, like almost hunter orange.
Which fits with
Clementine.
With Clementine, yeah.
Go through my colors. I already said what green. I like a good chartreuse. Blue, one. And for purple, I like a really deep eggplant purple aubergine. That's my favorite purple.
By the way, Cranky Crafts agrees. Mustard
I like
is
jewel
the best
tones.
yellow. You do like jewel tones. That makes sense.
I am
like
a child of the
deep
90s.
Saturated.
The good part of the 90s, not the light fluorescence part of the 90s.
Is next year's Base12 going to be 90s based?
Maybe.
Since we're doing 80s now.
Well, I kind of did my jewel tone. I did a lot of jewel tones last year with Dark Academia. Favorite white and black shades?
Asked by Cranky Craft, yeah.
My favorite whites have a hint of gray in them, are cool whites. I really, really dislike warm whites.
And Jill was thinking about this a lot because of whenever we've had to paint rooms. Especially when we were in grad school, we had a great landlord that was like, I don't care if you paint the room as long as you paint it back to white when we're done. And I remember, I think that was the first time you were. I don't remember if it was there, or if it was with our first house, but I remember you having a lot of thinking time about the very specific version of white.
Oh, it drove me. Our first house that we bought, the like main color everywhere was this very warm beige, and I hated it. And shortly before we moved, I got rid of all of it with what we would now call millennial gray, but it was before millennial gray was a thing. But it was a cool white.
It was hipster millennial gray.
And then for black, I really like charcoal. Like gunmetal. but a little bit darker.
When I think charcoal, I think like just deep, deep black.
Yeah.
But you're
There has to be a hint of
lightness to it.
Of silver to it.
Mm.
We're not going Vanta black here. Like the color of pencil lead.
Excuse me.
You're so close.
Yeah, you're making me think of, could you do a sort of silvery black with like good silk and maybe a little bit of sparkle or something?
Maybe. I've started thinking about what I'm going to do for bats in 2026. I've got a whole bunch of alpaca that I need to use.
Okay.
So there's going to be some Corriedale and alpaca bats. I'm trying to decide whether or not to make them tweed. Because I really like tweed bats for big projects. I have a small stash of various types of sparkle, and I never use them, and I want to use it. Just like use it, get it out of my system. That'll probably be a February thing, because I feel like sparkle is something you need in the doldrums of winter. You need like bright, happy colors in sparkle to get yourself through February.
Crankycraft says, as someone who struggles with visually recognizing warm versus cold tones, it's so interesting when people talk about minute shade differences.
Oh, I very much like cool tones. Warm tones make me feel very deeply uncomfortable.
And Amy says, as always, I've much enjoyed Base12. It's a wonderful ritual at this time of year. I'll miss you guys tomorrow, but happy holidays, and I'll see you in the new year.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for joining us. I still got a little bit to go on. Maybe you need to leave, but we're still here for a little bit longer. And Red says bats.
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 Not boats. Boats. There's a How I Met Your Mother reference there. You were talking. Did you talk about this already? About your favorite type of sparkle?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a really fine metallic Angelina. Because it's much finer than Stellina. Stellina can be a bit pokey, and so can like the Trilobo nylon's like nicer than Stellina, but it doesn't show up very well. So my favorite is the metallic.
Amy says Robin Sparkles should have had a boats spin-off song. There you go. That's a deep cut right there. We haven't had any colorway references to
How I Met Your
How I
Mother.
Met Your Mother. I think there needs to be a Robin Sparkles colorway.
And a suit up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we didn't talk about this because there was the time that I went and played laser tag. The one time a year that I play laser tag without a suit is at the holiday party, because I get to wear my holiday sweater and stuff, the work holiday party. But every other time I go play laser tag,
I really need to get you one of those insane holiday suits.
Thanks to that one episode of How I Met Your Mother with Barney, I suit up and I wear a suit, and our kids have taken to that methodology as well.
All three of them.
Yeah.
They all wear suits when playing laser tag.
Laser tag. I'm almost there. Amy calling the words of Robin Sparkle's song, "Let's Go to the Mall."
I believe in you, Nick.
It's not like I'm going to pass out or something before I finish. It'll eventually happen.
I was telling him at the beginning of this, I was so happy that he managed to make it for all 12 days.
Yes, I am myself very happy that I've been able to join you all for this time. I actually was not certain I would be able to do so. But thankfully my treatment has gone well. And thank you very much for joining us and allowing us to do this crazy thing we do every year. I hope we've expressed that we have fun with it, and it just makes it even more special when you guys come along for the journey.
And I will schedule a applying date for St. Distaffs.
Excellent. And Diane says, thanks, it was a great Base12. It was a pleasure. James Knitter says, Nick, I wish you the best. Keep it up. We love you and Jill. Thank you very much. Chat with us on the Discord. We're always around.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have the St. Distaffs Day. Although I have been doing better. I have been coughing quite a bit. Very weird things up today.
Oh?
Yeah. I coughed up a pawn and a rook and a bishop. I think I might have a chest infection. I'm worried I'm in for a rough night. Red says, good night. Thanks for having us to hang out with you. Crankercraft says, thank you all for another year. Nick, you'd better have Epic Dad Joke ready to go. I hope that was good enough for you. Natalie says, I'm so bummed it's over, but it's been such a blast. Thanks, y'all, for doing this. Granny Nurse says, love the dad jokes. I got the approval from Cranky Crafts. Natalie says, happy holidays and good health to everyone.
Yes. That is our wish for everyone.
Thank you very much for doing this, Jill.
Thank you for coming along.
Becky Knit says, thank you. Can't wait for the playing session. And with that, we bid you good night. We'll see you next time.